Hey guys and girls, welcome to video number 4. We are still in module number 2, and now we are in the process of creating some compelling text ads and adding all the keywords. But before we head out to the Google AdWords platform, I want to share with you some tips and tricks in order to write more compelling text ads which will make the user wanna click. So let's take an example that the user searches for cheap sandals. On the title, we can use up to 25 characters, and then we have two description lines where we can use up to 35 characters for each one. So in the title, we want to use the exact same search as the user made. So if the user did a search for cheap sandals, we want to provide him for cheap sandals, because we will have great chances in order to increase the CTR. So think that someone searches for cheap sandals and you say shoes. Doesn't make any sense. So you want to correspond what the user searches with your title of your ad. So in description line number 1, we use our unique selling proposition, our USP. What is our unique selling proposition? Why someone should buy from us? Just think of it. We have the best prices. We have free shipping. We have some specific offers. What is it, your unique selling proposition? In the description line number 2, we need to use a clear call to action. Buy now, order now, buy now and get free shipping. Just think a clear call to action. We need the user to act right now. So here is the difference. We have the display URL and we have the actual URL. The actual URL is all these things you see here, sandal / CK whatever. So we can use this slash. So this whole URL. So Google provides us with the ability in order to use a fake URL. Actually, if we use zappos.com/cheap sandals, it makes the ability in order for when someone searches for cheap sandals to appear in the display URL for cheap sandals. And as you can see, this is up to 35 characters, but the actual URL is this one. So it gives us the ability, because when someone searches for cheap sandals, the title gets bolded and the display gets bolded, so it gets more attention. And as I said here, free shipping, 1+1 free, the clear call to action, and usually work really well if you use price incentives, so 50% off, or if you have a great offer in a specific item, use it. High heels shoes only $79.95 or something like that. Another thing I want to show and I want to explain before we move out to write the ads and move in with the keywords, I want to say what are the different keyword match types, and I will explain which ones to use and when to use them. So we have the exact match, we have phrase match, broad match, and the modified broad match. So when someone searches for cheap sandals and we use those brackets, these are for exact match, and that means that our ad will appear only for cheap sandals. So if someone searches for cheap sandal, our ad won't appear. If someone searches for red cheap sandals, our ad won't appear. It will appear only when someone searches the exact same. This is why we call it exact match, cheap sandals. We also have the phrase match. So we have cheap sandals. If someone searches something like red cheap sandals or cheap sandals for women, anything that stays cheap sandals, and we put anything in front or in the back of this keyword, so our ad will appear. So if someone searches cheap sandals for beautiful women, our ad will appear. If someone searches for red cheap sandals, our ad will appear. But if someone searches for cheap red sandals, our ad won't appear, because we want the phrase to be the same, cheap sandals. This thing doesn't change. Okay, We also have the broad match, which the broad match we don't really use because there is a chance that it will get everything in between, it will get a lot of garbage, so we don't really use, because there's ability to get searches for cheap sandals in broad match, searches like cheap SETI sandals, or sandals that I bought really cheap, something else. So we try to avoid using the broad match. And we also have the modified broad match, which means plus. We use the plus sign in front of every keyword, so we want our keyword will appear in any order and in every search that has the cheap sandals. So if someone searches for sandals for really cheap, our ad will appear. If someone searches for green cheap sandals, our ad will appear. But our ad won't appear if someone searches for sandal for really cheap, because we need to have the cheap sandals. So with that said, let's go and show you how to create, how to write an ad. So as we said, we want to create an ad group name. We said cheap sandals. Cheap sandals. And we use the same for headline number 1. So in the description number 1, we said that we want to use our USP. What is our USP? Free shipping, 1 + 1 free, whatever you have as a USB. So get free shipping on all orders, or something like that. You may use 1 exclamation mark in the whole ad. So in this description line number 2, you can say something like buy now and wear them by tomorrow. It fits? Yeah, it fits. So the display URL is zappos.com/cheapsandals. If you want to save some space here, you can use, and if you had a bigger phrase than that, you could use zappos.com/cheapsandals. And if I go to zappos.com, I wanna find women's shoes, sandals, and here I have control copy, and I have the actual URL. So what I want to use here is use the keywords based around the same keyword theme. So cheap sandals, cheap sandal, use the same as phrase match, cheap sandals, cheap sandal, sim cheap plus sandal, and use the same with sandals. So our ad will appear for all the appropriate keywords. Save ad group, and we are ready to rock and roll. And as you can see here, Google suggests a specific bid for all our keywords. What I usually do is start with really low when I start getting some impressions, and then when I see I don't get too many impressions for the keyword, I start raising the bid so it could appear in the first page bid. But this is not necessary. One other thing that I wanted to show you is when you start running some traffic to these specific sandals, you will see here that you have some negative keywords and you have some search terms. So the search terms is to give you an idea of the actual keywords that your ad appeared. So if someone searches for red cheap sandals and you see that there are a lot of searches for red cheap sandals, maybe you want to create a specific ad group for red cheap sandals and you get all the data from search terms. Right now we don't have anything because we haven't run any ads. What are the negative keywords though? The negative keywords are really important for the success of our campaigns. Why? Because if, for example, we don't sell red cheap sandals, we want to go, because we don't want to appear our ad for red cheap sandals, and we want to go here, plus keywords, and in phrase match use the word red. So right now we know that our ad won't appear for red. So what do you want to do is use an exhaustive list of negative keywords, because there were clicks that will go really wasted. Or if you're selling let's say only to a specific area of the United States, maybe you want to target for these specific areas and go and use the negative keywords for all the other states. If you don't sell in Texas, you want to go on the negative keywords and add the keyword Texas, because you don't want your ad to appear for cheap sandals Texas. I hope that makes sense. And one last thing before we close, I want to show you the ad extensions. So what is the ad extension? You go and click. So you want to use a site link. So you want to go and use some appropriate categories for your ad to appear. I don't know if you have ever noticed. Let's see if we can make one work. There are some times that when your ad appears here, now we didn't have the chance to see one, but so there are times that here it is. These are site links extensions. So these are, we have one specific URL, and I have some 4 up to 6 URLs that are give us we can go to specific URLs that are appropriate and appropriate to what we're searching. So these are going to shoes, but these are shop for women, shop for men, choose brand, etc. So because Google gives a lot of meaning in these site links, you want to use at least 4 site links in every campaign. So link text. So let's say that you want to, except from the sandals, let's get an idea, flip-flops, for say, let's say link text, flip-flops. You get the URL for flip-flop sandals, and if you want to come, you can write a small description. Great flip-flops, only 1995, free shipping. And you want to do this at least for 4 site links. So you want to do let's say flip-flops, platforms, you can do contact, you can do other things, but this is really good to do because you get a lot of more real estate, let's say in Google. That's it for now. Hope this is helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.